Hello and welcome to today's video, where I am going to try my very best to try and teach you how to make custom models and put them into Minecraft. And I'm gonna making this very hat. At the time of recording this, I already made the tutorial, I already did it, but like, I'm gonna show you how to do this hat. You know, it's great. Also, it's very hot in England right now, so I have a fan going, and you can hear it throughout the entire time. And this is an informational, so it doesn't need to be good. So deal with the fan, okay? Just deal with it. It's very hot. Alright, have fun. So first thing we're gonna do, gosh, that's bright. We're gonna head over to the blockers of the bench. Java blocks aside, create a new model. 1.20, 1.5. Okay, confirm. Now let's make our epic hat. Okay, add cube, resize, small, make bigger. Okay, right. We have a flat surface. And then we want to add another cube. Speed running this right now. Yeah, okay, that's our hat model. This is really easy. So now we have cube 1 and cube 2. Add group. You can rename. We're gonna rename group hat. You don't have to do that. That's not important. It means absolutely nothing. But you have to put it in group. Then once you then select the group, you click create texture. Click confirm, and now we have an amazing area to make a beautiful texture of our own. And now you have to pull out your absolutely epic ability and do a bit of texturing. Okay, you got this. Okay, alright, here's another absolutely epic tip. If you see this like clipping thing, that is because these are the exact same. But if you take whichever texture you want dominant, and so we want this bottom one to be dominant. We then just take this inflate number 0.02, and then boom, it's inflated ever so slightly. No one's gonna know, and it looks beautiful. If you go too far away, it does kind of come back, but you know, just don't look at it from afar. Alright, now that I have blatantly copied this guy's design, shout out to the modder G for absolutely no reason. Now we want to have to do the display tab. That is I can explain. Alright, there we go. That's better. I'm gonna apply the preset block, and then I'm just gonna move that up a bit. If I go over here and we go to third person left, I'm thinking we do something a bit fancy here. So open up just, you know, your downloads, create a new folder, and name it whatever you want your texture pack to be. And now in this folder, create another folder called assets, and then a new text document called pack, and then .mcmeta. If this pack.mcmeta thing does not work, then head over to view and then file name extension, and then change it from txt to mcmeta. And then to open this, you might need to install, I highly suggest getting something like Notepad++. It helps you open a whole lot of stuff that usually isn't openable. For example, we're going to be using it for the mcmeta and also for a whole bunch of JSON files. So get this, or you know, don't and suffer. I don't know what you want me to say. So in the description or the comments or wherever, just put in some effort, go find it. It'll be somewhere. There should be something that looks like this, and you can just copy and paste it. and you could just copy and paste this into this MC meta and change this duck cat thing to whatever you want the description of your pack to be. Again, really doesn't matter, but just you kind of need it. Another thing you don't need, but I kind of like adding, is a little icon. So when you're in your stuff, you got all these icons, and you want one. It's easy distinguishable. So literally all we have to do is I just right click, screenshot model, save, and then just name it pack, and it'll automatically be a PNG. So just pack. We're gonna go to assets, Minecraft, and then we're gonna do items. Then once we're in items, we're gonna go new text document, and we're gonna name this. Carved _ pumpkin, and then change this txt to JSON. Yes, and then open that up. When we give it the custom model data of duck in all capitals, remember this, because this is what we're going to use in our command to give it to us. And we're gonna and then we need to tell it where to find the model. So we're gonna change this to item / duck, and then we can close that and we can save it. Alright, and then we want to close that. We're gonna go back to Minecraft and we're gonna go new folder, name this models, go new folder, item, and then this is where we're gonna go to here, go to file, export block / item model, and then we're gonna name this what we told it to go to. So I told it to go to duck. So remember to name this file whatever you put here. It has to be named that, because if it's not, then it's not gonna know where your model is, and then if it doesn't know where your model is, it ain't gonna show up. And then if we open this bad boy up, we get a whole bunch of stuff that's pretty scary, but you don't need to look at any of it. First off, is what we need to do is we need to go to models. No, we don't. First off, we go back to Minecraft and we go new folder, textures, and name it correctly. We're gonna do block. We need to go back to paint, and this texture here we need to right click, save as. I'm gonna put this here, and we're gonna name this duck. Once again, just keep things easy. And then we need to go back to Minecraft, models, item, duck.json. And now we need to tell it where that texture is. So we put it in block, so this is already correct. And then we just need to change this to duck. And then do the same here. And then we can save that and we can close it. So now we put the entire folder that we just made into our resource packs. We can now see a little picture, duck cat, turn that on, done. /give at self. Are we gonna do a carved pumpkin with the custom model data, and then you want to do swirly bracket thing, and then strings, colon, pointy bracket thingy, and then we did duck. This is what I told you to remember. Also, put that in speech marks. And now you gotta do sharp bracket, curly bracket, sharp bracket again, and boom, we have our thing. Put it on our head. And isn't that snazzy? So if we go back to our duck cat, we put assets, Minecraft, and then textures, new folder, and we're gonna name this misc, which means miscellaneous. Click that, and then in this miscellaneous we're gonna put a empty PNG, and we're naming it pumpkinblur.png. So it's basically a PNG that is it's fully invisible. There's nothing there. There's just nothing. Now pumpkinbear.png, go back into the game, and then we can do F3 plus T to reload the textures, and then bada bing bada boom, and it's gone. We have no pumpkin blur. Now a couple more things before I let you go. This entire tutorial should work with if you're just making like a weapon. The only thing I would change is instead of putting the model in a folder called block, I'd put it in a folder called item. I don't think it really does anything, but like I'd do it because most extracts do. And pretty much just change everything where I said carve pumpkin to netherite sword or whatever. Now, if enough of you want it, I'm able to show you guys how you can make custom crafting recipes for your items using data packs. But I don't think many people are gonna actually want it. So, prove me wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.